Hey, Robert Murray here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to create a challenge funnel inside of Clickfunnels in under 20 minutes. And also, if you stay to the end, I'm going to give you this challenge funnel that we're going to build right now. So let's dive straight on in. So before we start, let's just give you an overview of a challenge funnel and the pages we're going to build. It's only going to be a very, very simple funnel. So we're going to build the registration page and the thank you page, okay? And where's me? So you're going to send your traffic into your challenge registration page, and as soon as they've registered, you're going to send them to the thank you page, and then you're going to connect that to ManyChat, which we're not going to do on this webinar, to then start, on the daily challenges, you can send out a ManyChat bot message and an email. Okay, so let's dive straight on in, and you know what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to set a timer. Here it is, egg timer. So let's set him for 20 minutes and see if we can manage, and I'll drag him to the other screen so he's out of the way, but I'll keep a check on him. So away we go. So you can see at the top here I've got a little the countdown, so I'll be able to see that when I drag that up to my top screen there. So let's come in and just add new funnel and go to the classic funnel builder. I want to collect emails, and let's call this challenge demo. And I'm actually just going to start off with a blank page, and we'll build it out as we go. Find a blank page. It's down here somewhere. There you go. So select the page and then click edit page. So let's start off with just adding our headline, and let's enlarge that. That's about right. And I'm just going to bold out some of the stuff I've got here. Okay, I don't like the colour of that. Oh, it's because it's like a grey. Let's go with the black. Let's go with black. So you can see here, it's starting me off with a blank page with the section is just wide. I want it to be full page. So that means it opens it right out, and then I want to squeeze this up. So I'm going to drag those up, and also I'm going to change the setting there. And now we can enlarge that headline a little bit more. Perfect. And if you see me looking across the other screen, it's because I've kind of pre-built one over here just to, there's no point in me trying to do the copywriting at the same time. So, so this is going to be a 5-day funnel challenge. That's cool. And now let's tell them when the challenge is going to start. I'm just going to clone that just for simplicity. There'll be a lot of things here that I will do that is just for speed. Let's say, where are we? Let's say May 30th. And I'm going to stick a countdown timer below there. Yeah, so I wanted this one, so I'm going to change the theme on this one. And I'm going to put on here the 30th. No, they're going to finish. So we'll put this for the start on the 1st of the next month, and registration will finish on the 31st. Let's say 11 PM Eastern. That's fine. So I'm just going to keep saving as I go along. So we're already at 15 minutes 43. Okay, so let's add another section, and I just want to add a button. So let's add a button in there, and let's just put yes, reserve my free place before they go. Okay, I'm going to make that a little bit larger, and I'm going to change that to a different colour. I want a nice green that I've got over here. Cool. So now I'm going to add an image of the that I've created, or got one of the guys to create. Let's go and grab that out of. I'll just add it. So you can see it's over here. Let's add that there. It's a little bit large, so let's just a bit too small. Boom. Okay. So now I'm going to stick a testimonial down below here. Stop that. And I'm just going to dump in a testimonial there. So I'm going to click on the video. I'm just going to stick it in there from YouTube. Done. And I'm going to stick another button down below, but instead of me having to recreate it, I'm just going to clone it and then drag it down. It's a bit glitchy when you try and drag, unfortunately, sometimes, but there you go. So I'm going to add a little bit of spacing so that drops down a bit. Okay, so now I'm going to add a new column. That's really annoying. So let's add a full width. And then inside there, I'm going to add a double row. And then on one side, I'm going to add an image. How are we looking on time? And I'm just going to add there, obviously, an image of myself. That will do. Just actually click on it. Yeah, that one. And then on the other side, I'm going to add some bullet points. Yeah, there's a bit of a glitch on the Clickfunnels bullet points. See, when you paste in more than one, it gets rid of everything. So what I do is I copy the next one down and do Control X to cut it, and then add that. So each time. It's been like it for a while, so I've just kind of got used to it, but it shouldn't be like. You should be able to paste everything in, and it should then just paste the lot in, so it's a bit time consuming, but so you can see these are some of the bullets of what's going to go on in the challenge. I'm going to change this background of this whole section just so it mixes it up a little bit. I'm just going to add an image and go in the background, and that's fine. Just choose that darker version just to break it up. And now obviously I want to change the text over here. Oh, sorry, I didn't even set that properly. So you can see, because I'm doing it fast, let's do full center parallax. And I'm going to drag that over a little bit because I want the text to be bigger. And let's just that's fine. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of text above me, or I can put it below, it doesn't matter. Change the color there. That's pretty much, that's fine, that little section there. I'm just going to square that off a little bit. There's not as much space at the top as there is at the bottom, so I'm just going to squeeze that up a bit as well. All good. So now I'm going to add another full width, and then I'm just going to add some single row here. guideline. And I'm just going to add a couple of testimonials in here. I'm going to do that in image format just to make it nice and easy. So I'm going to add one here, and then I'll add another one below. I'd probably add more if I was building this out properly, but because we're trying to do this in record time, I just want to show you the functionality of what you can do in Clickfunnels and how quickly you can do it. Now, obviously, we planned this out a little bit. We put some time into putting everything together before we did this. So I'm just going to clone that. And then I'm just going to add the other testimonial. I'm just going to put 2 for now. And I'm also going to add a button in between. So let me just go and I'm going to change the text on it because I don't want it to be the same all the way through. So I just want to change this to that's cool. Now actually I wanted those to stand out a little bit, so we put a bit of shading below them. That's fine, just makes it pop a little bit better. Oh, that one's already got a bit of shading. That's fine. So I'm going to add another section, full width again, and then I'm going to add a double row column, or a 2 row column, double row. And on the right, I'm going to add the text. So what I'm going to do, oh no, that's wrong. I was going to just clone, just so I had the sizing right, but it doesn't matter. So this is a little bit about me, and then over here I'm going to have another image. Let's just dump a different image in there. So let's add that. And again, same thing. I want the text to be a lot bigger. Okay, and then I'm just going to add down below here. I should really just fill that in, shouldn't I? And I'm just going to clone that, and then I'm just going to put okay, so obviously I want to space this out so that it doesn't look lopsided. That's fine for now. Okay, so now I'm gonna, let's just fill this in. So I'm just gonna add those in there, just so it stops popping up. I should have done that straight away. And I'd obviously add an image. So we're going to add another testimonial, so we might as well just clone this one and drag him down. Although I didn't actually add another section, so that's fine. So let's add one here. A row, sorry. So let's go with a single row, and then let's just drag that down underneath. Now I want another green button, so I'm going to clone this green button again. Just drag that down. And when I get the little orange, there he is. There he goes. He sometimes is a little bit of a bugger. And then I think the last thing I'm going to add at the bottom here is just a bit of text. Make that a bit smaller. Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing. It's because I'm under pressure. Let's just make that a bit smaller, it's just to let people know. And then I'm just going to add a little footer at the bottom. Just going to put a different colour there. Let's go with that darky blue. It's a little bit ugly actually, that's better. And I'm just going to put in my terms and conditions. Put some text. That's fine. I'm just going to clone that and then just put this last bit. Again, I want a little bit of gap between that. It looks a bit strange. Okay, so we're pretty much there. We'd quickly go in and just double check our mobile version. So you can see here some of the stuff will be wrong. So let's go in and edit that. Not wrong, it just looks too big. So that's better. Now this one, it's always going to do that because it's a large. So I'm going to clone it. And I'm going to have one where it's just mobile version only. And in advanced, you can go to the smallest. So you can see that will fit now on a mobile. And then I'll go into this one and make this desktop only. So you can have two separate versions. Button text is huge, so I don't like that. So let's go into the mobile, bring it down. It probably is going to be too long to fit across. Okay, perfect. This all looks fine. So what do I make that 10? Okay, this all looks fine. Okay, it's fine. That's a bit too big. Won't need to be 10, but it might need to be 12. That's cool. So I'll just do 18. That's fine. Okay, so if we quickly preview that, we haven't got a lot of time. We need to make the thank you page. Let's quickly preview that, and in fact we'll preview afterwards because we're still on the clock. So let's come out of there now, and let's just quickly create a thank you page. It's going to be tight. So thank you page, all we want to do is just let them know with a video what they need to do, the following steps, so they make sure they're getting the challenge. All very well someone registering for the challenge, want to make sure they turn up for it. So on the thank you page, we want to show them what they need to do by clicking on the ManyChat bot. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to click on a blank template again, or a blank page. God, my internet's going, so it's making it very tough. There it is. So let's grab a blank page. Let's go into the editor, and I'm just going to start with a wait you're not finished. And again, I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to enlarge that. Don't know why they automatically go as a thinner. And I'm going to add a progress bar there. I want to drag that up, and I want to go in here. I just want to click and change the color to red, and let's do that as like 75%. That's cool, and let's just drag that so it's higher. Okay, so what happens is, I've learned this with building funnels over many years, is people, they register and then they think that's them done. So by just adding this, let's go with the bold color with the red. By adding this here, and then adding a video showing them what they need to do, I don't know why that's not us because I haven't bolded it. So I'm trying to multitask. Means that we're going to force people to try and get them to register for the ManyChat bot, because we want to make sure that they're going to turn up and take part in the challenge. Otherwise, there's no point in us actually doing it. So I'm going to just add the video URL. Again, just going to use YouTube. And we are nearly done. Actually, might as well do that. I didn't do that last time. And just a few more lines down here. Oh, sorry, come on. It's painful with my internet. So, update. Just going to clone that. Again, I can shrink all this down because I'm very tight on time. I'm going to change the text color just so it stands out. I'm going to squeeze that up. And then the last bit of text down here. Oh man, is let's just do a subheadline. Okay, and then all I need at the bottom is a button, and then I'm gonna hook that button up to ManyChat. We use the same green we used earlier. I'm gonna make that a little bit larger. And that's it. So save. So I don't know how close we are because I'm going to going so slow. I've been sat here at certain points waiting for long periods for my pages to load. So obviously I'm going to edit this. So if we got close to the 20 minutes, I'd be pretty chuffed. I'm just going to quickly tweak a few little things now in the mobile version. I want that on 2 lines. That looks fine. It is a bit too big. Wouldn't want it that big. So let's shrink that down. Again, I want 2 lines. That's cool. That's all fine. Looks a bit jumbled, but that's fine. Okay, so now let's go in and have a little preview and see what we've done. So here's our page. So we've got our countdown timer. We've got 11 days left till the launch. So it gives some scarcity. You know what I didn't do? I didn't edit the pop-up. So at the moment that button goes nowhere. Damn. That's because the internet was going slow. So anyway, so let's go through the page. I'll fix that in a second. So telling them about the challenge. Got a video testimonial here from one of my clients.
What's up guys, Ben Obrick here from it.
Yeah. Then we've got some information about the challenge, who's hosting it, a couple of testimonials there, a little bit more about me. And again, you can see this text is a bit jumbled where I pasted it in, so I'd space it out a little bit. Another testimonial, another button, boom. Okay. And then the thank you page. So they'll land here after they've opted in. Wait, you're not finished yet. Don't close the page. And then this is, if I remember rightly, just a little demo of telling them what they need to do now. Yeah, so it's just telling them, get your ass down here and click this link, which then links to ManyChat. So apologies. Let me go back in and just add the pop-up and link the buttons up, and we are done. But you can see how quickly and easily. Obviously, you can pause the video and stop each section, stop each part, and go and implement it yourself. My internet was running really slow. Lots of pages were taking forever to load. So even though the timer carried on, it went off before I'd finished. So we'll see in the edit how close I got. So I'm just going to very quickly add the pop-up. And let's just, oops, let me get back out of here. So I'm just going to add a sub-headline. Let's make that a little bit bigger. That's fine. Again, I want to shrink that up a little bit so it's too far down. And then I want to add a progress bar again. There it is. Just want to tell them that they're 50% complete. Ooh. to change the color. And again, I would make this, oops, sorry. I would make this moving, and I don't know why it's jumped. Oh, it's probably because it's on 50. Let's shrink that up again. Okay, now let's add some text. Shrink that up again. And then we're just going to put a couple of input fields where they're going to put their details. Oh, sorry. Email. And then let's just clone that and let's change it to name. First name, so they're both required. Let's just shrink that up a little bit, it looks too far apart. Okay, so now we just need a button and we are done. So let's edit our button. Set the action to submit. Change the color again to that green. And then I'm just going to finish off at the bottom here with my T's and C's, or whatever you want to call it. This will be far too big, but that's fine. Okay, cool. So I'm just going to edit the actual settings here. It's too high. And the only other thing I'm going to do is I'm probably going to just do a little border around it. Cool. Okay, I think we're pretty much there. The only thing I've got to do now is add the buttons to open the pop-up. And the only other part that we haven't done in this video, because I wanted to try and get in under 20 minutes, is obviously we haven't created an email list inside of our Actionetics account, which you would have to do, and then you would just go here to integrations. You would select, I've got an internal Clickfunnels autoresponder. I'd add them to a list, and you can see here I've got different ones. So let's just click, and that means they go into that email list. So now if we preview, so we've got our countdown timer still going, click reserve, boom, they pop their details in there, and then as soon as they hit the register, then they arrive here, and then the next thing I got to do is just finish off by clicking the link there that links them to my ManyChat bot. That means that on the Monday of the challenge and the prior to the challenge, I can send them an email and a bot message, because the bot messages are going to get opened much more. And then on the first day of the challenge, second day, third day, fourth day, they're getting a bot message from me with all the information about the day's challenge. Then they're getting follow-ups from me, etc. So I hope that helps. Pop any comments in down below if there's anything I missed there, if I was going too quick. If you need to know anything about how to structure your challenge and what to set up. Also, make sure you subscribe and ring the bell, so you can see all our upcoming ClickFunnels tutorials. And as I said, pop your comments in down below, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.